this kind of tradition that Helen brought to the Chicago Park District continues on today, largely under the stewardship of Peggy, and she's basically representing the Park District today, along with me, and we're both so happy that everybody's here. Now it's Peggy's turn.
There are some people who operate on a higher frequency, move people, create spaces. They bring people together, shore them up, and push them to think beyond their limits, to possibilities. At Chicago Park District, in our Culture, Arts, and Nature Department, and many people who are part of Culture, Arts, and Nature are here, we're still growing many of the seeds that Helen planted. Last summer, teens photographed and interviewed neighbors in the Inglewood community around our Hamilton Park Cultural Center, asset-based community development in action. Woohoo! Cultural centers continue to create vibrant programs for and with our communities. Arts partners are still activating our parks with world-class programming. And we're still connecting citizens to the natural world through our Nature Oasis program, including like toddler tunes and turtles. Day camps are going on field trips to Hegwish Marsh, the Bloomingdale Trail. And we're also stargazing in our public programs, looking for Helen's star up there. Yes. We continue to camp with youth and families, still in awe of the nature right here in the middle of our city. I'd like to share something that I wrote for Helen December 2012. We're building the plane while we're flying it, was what Helen told me at my second interview at the Chicago Park District. Her energy, enthusiasm, and big picture thinking shifted my thinking about working there. She represented a dynamic I didn't know existed in the parks. Her wit and intelligence were always evident, and the possibilities seemed endless. Camp in the parks, free jazz in the parks, parks as cultural centers. Somehow, when she put her mind to it, things happened. She was respectful, listened to your ideas, and always was a straight shooter. She often talked about keeping her Sicilian in check or letting it go. After she left the district, we stayed in touch. Working the opening of Millennium Park and the first anniversary of the Lurie Garden were professional highlights. I was drawn to her projects and possibilities, the latest of which was the Bloomingdale Trail. But mainly, I was drawn to her. The stories of the Harold Washington administration, cultural affairs, and the trials and tribulations of city government. But the one I could hear over and over again was the celebration of her 60th year in Italy, bringing friends and family together to share in a beautiful place and culture and spend time together. Thankfully, I talked to her upon her return and relived the special surprise dinner with the opera singer in the living room. It brought tears to her eyes just thinking about it. She always had the inside scoop, and you were sworn to secrecy if she told you, which she usually did. But she had a vision for herself, the city, and those around her, and it is one that we will carry on.